Well. Welcome to another episode of F Your Feelings Friday. Everybody singing with me. F Your Feelings Friday, okay? Today we have a special guest in the building, Miss Melanated Chyxx herself. She is a former salon and business owner and boutique owner, you all. And today we're going to be getting into giving thanks, of course, and then we'll get into our testimonies, all right? So without no further ado, we're going to see if we can invite her. Okay. So your girl, yours truly, it's CEO and founder of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm going to drop the link in the chat so we can get to it, you all. Okay. And hopefully she doesn't have any technical difficulties, you all. So my apologies. We are starting on time, but I was a little preoccupied right before I came on. I do like to be prepared and organized for these matters, you all. I hope you all have been having a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. Okay. And today, as you know, is the day that we give our gripes, concerns, and all of those things about F Your Feelings Friday. How do you feel? Okay. Tell us how you really feel. Like the mad rapper said, tell them how you really feel. You know what I mean? We should have a few people coming through real soon. Let me copy this link and let me send it to her, y'all. All right. She may not know how to get on. Okay. Click the link if you hear me. If you're out there, click the link. Okay. All right. I hope you all can. I think I'm doing pretty well. I think everybody can hear me. If you're listening. Okay. So anyway, what I want to talk about are a few subject matters, that we have. Okay, a few things that I've found very interesting from my observations, some things that I feel that are worth speaking about, y'all. And one of them is, you know what? Why do people like to take advantage of your services and don't want to pay? That's one thing that we want to get into. People want to get something for nothing, you all, and we're tired of it. Okay? Sick and tired of it. But for right now, y'all, I'm going to see if we could play a little background music. And I hope it does not interfere, okay, with what I have going on. So just a moment, y'all. Let's get into it. Can y'all hear me? All right, y'all. It sounds like you can still hear me. Okay, we got somebody in the chat. Who's out there? Now we just flowing with it, y'all. We just flowing with it. I like this little music right here. Y'all just feel the vibe. Let's get into it right now, y'all. Everything is Friday. Let me hear you say, everything is Friday. What's going on out there, y'all? What's going on out there? All right. Are y'all feeling the vibe? Are you feeling the vibe? Hey, 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 hey. All right, all right. I'm trying to give her some time to come on, y'all. So we listening to music right now. I think she's having some technical difficulties. Right, I don't know where she is, y'all. Let me give her a call. Let me see what's going on there, y'all. My apologies. Trying to bring Miss Melanated Chyxx into the building. How did you do it last time? You remember how you done it last time? All right. So remember last time when we went over this before, you knew how to get in. Like, do you remember what you did last time? We're not on Instagram. I sent it to you on Instagram. So all you got to do is click the link that I sent you, and you should come straight on. Okay. Yeah, click the link and you should pop up. You should show up on the screen. My apologies, y'all. She's having a time getting in. So since we're having technical difficulties, I'm gonna go ahead and just start to show you all, and hopefully she'll be able to get in. My apologies. Okay. Oh, you're here? Well, look, I'm gonna drop the link again. Click on the link and come on in here. Click on the link and come on in. Come on in. Make sure you give access to your microphone and your camera. All right. All right, you all. We're going to stop feeding the ducks. Okay, that is the name of that song, "Feeding the Ducks." I love it. That is a new feature they have added to StreamYard, you all. So I hope you enjoyed that. Very relaxing, if you ask me. I could just vibe out to that for quite a while, y'all. To be honest. All right. Let me make sure my. Okay, there we go. I think she's in here. Look. Miss Melanated is in the building, y'all. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, we can see you and hear you. I just had to let you know that.
Oh, okay, because I can't hear myself. I guess because I put these.
How are you doing today?
Okay, so I don't need these then. I think I don't need these.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing well. I was just telling the people that I was just loving the music, just vibing out, everything that I was listening to. I was enjoying myself, rocking
Hmm.
out before you came up in here. Um, so anyway, let's go ahead and take this down. I was just letting people know it's Have Your Feelings Friday, and it's a day to give our gripes, but it's also a day to give thanks. And since you're on camera, I don't want to be rude, so I'm going to come on camera as well. Y'all forgive me. I washed my hair earlier, okay? And so I'm a little frizzed up today, but I'll go ahead and turn my camera on because she's on camera. So, okay, this is what I'm looking like. This is what I'm looking like.
Let me see.
Look.
Oh, you're
Look,
fine. You're
I'm
fine.
puffy. Look, I'm all puffed up today. She puts me to shame, you all.
No,
Yes. But look,
no.
I got on F Your Feelings for Friday, though. Let me stand up so everybody can see. F Your Feelings
I
Friday.
like that one.
Thank you. Thank
I
you, thank
like
you, thank
that
you.
one.
It's green
Mhm.
army fatigue in the back, and then it's black on top.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Look, I don't care, y'all. I'm still a diva. Okay. I'm a diva with I'm a diva with or without my hair done, y'all.
That's
Okay.
right.
So
That's
we're gonna
right.
get into it today. You all, we want to give thanks. I like to start. Oh, look, let me tell people. People might not know that we used to do a podcast back in the day. Okay.
They right.
Yes. So you were the one with the notorious laugh. Anyway. Shout out to Miss Ruby, okay? You're the
Yeah,
one.
shout out to Miss Ruby.
But she was the one that everybody used to know in the chat, you all.
Hmm.
And she was the one making everyone laugh, okay? Because she had the F, she had the F Jigger repellent spray. Remember? F these jiggers, okay? So I told
Right.
her to go make her some repellent spray. It was so funny, y'all. But we,
Yes.
we had some good days back in those days,
Yes, we had
y'all.
some good days.
Yes, we did. Okay. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn my camera off. We're going to bow our heads and we're going to join hands and give thanks. Okay. So just a moment, you
Okay.
all. Look, I totally removed myself. Let me just turn my camera off. Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in this reunion and communion in this institution. You all, we give thanks for Miss Melanated Chicks, y'all. She is such a dear sweetheart. I call her the goddess of love. She is so full of love. She has a gentle spirit, very kind heart. And I thank all of the angels and the spirits that is keeping her here today. She has a walk of a journey that is unbelievable, you all. And it's so wonderful that we do not look like what we've been through, myself included. We want to give shout out to her little dog over there. I think she said his name is Bullet. We're going to also give thanks, you all, that we all have shelter. We all have reliable, dependable transportation. We have feet to walk upon. We have, and we're in our right minds. We can give thanks for sound judgment. We can breathe on our own. We're not in the hospital beds. We're not on breathing machines. We have food to nourish our bodies. We have shelter. We have the necessities of life. And we give thanks to all of our true friends, our true family, and all true associates that have our best interests at heart. We give thanks for our talents. And you all know, like I always tell you, we're going to also give a special shout out to the haters because without the haters, we wouldn't go as hard as we're going. And so, Miss Melanated Chicks, would you like to give a word of thanks?
Oh wow, you said it. You said everything so right. And
Too kind.
you know, I always say when I say my prayers at night, just thanking the Most High that I'm still in the land of the living, and then also thanking Him for, my eyes, for sight, uh, food, shelter, in order to maintain a nourished body. Also, transportation to get around, and just thinking that my heart is just beating, at this
Yes.
moment, because we're going through crucial times, and it's not over.
Yes.
It's never over. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it is my pleasure. Of course. You know you are welcome on here. Of course. I thank you for joining us. And so, with that being said, I'm going to adjust my camera for a bit because I think it's a little too close, you all. Hopefully, you can't
Okay.
see all the nonsense in the background, but I'm going to turn it back on and see what's going on here. Ooh, no.
What are you doing?
Look, I'm messing with this camera. Okay, y'all, forgive me. Okay, I am just like this. But anyway, I'll try to get the right angle. Okay, so you can see
Hmm.
me. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have much light either.
But you look good. Like your whole setup looks good. I'm over here struggling.
I know. I don't hardly have any light set up.
I'm
So,
struggling, you all.
yeah.
I need to, and I need something to lift this laptop so like I can actually look at you and see you at the same time. But that's all right.
You
All
can
right,
what?
you all. Oh, I can see you. You look
Oh,
good. You look very clear. Now I was talking about the eye level where I was. Well, I got these. Look at what I got. These little heart shaped
oh,
light.
those are
They
cute.
are so cute. They light up, you all.
I love those. Those
Yes.
hearts.
I got a set of them on the boom stand where the microphone goes. And I got
Hmm.
a set right here. And at night, you can just fall asleep with these on. The red light
Hmm.
special. Shout out to TLC. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to do before we begin? I want to give testimony. It's testimony time. Okay. I think last week I gave my testimony about the fact that I made $80 in the dollar store when I walked in and $160 at the gas station. Did I tell y'all? I think I did tell y'all. Oh, you all. And my Valentine's Day gift basket sets are selling out. Okay. Shout out to me. I made $50 in like 5 minutes, y'all. Okay. Money making machines in the house.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. I'm loving it. So that's my testimony, y'all. I'm still selling, Brown Girls are Beautiful shirts, Queen shirts, Valentine's Day special gift sets. And so we want to do a raffle. Okay, so that's coming very soon. So be on the lookout for that for the
Yeah.
qualifications of your raffle to win something special for Brown Girls are Beautiful. Oh, yes, and the kings, the men, you can also join because I have special gifts for you all as well and even the children. So everybody can join, okay? And we'll pull a raffle ticket and we'll find out who won, and we'll go from there. But I do want to, always give my testimony. So, Miss Melanated Chicks, do you have any testimonies for this week?
Well, no, I don't. Not this week. I
Oh,
don't.
doesn't. What about anybody in the chat? You got to have some type of testimony for this week. Anybody? Okay, if not, we'll reverse and come back to it a little bit later because I know I'm probably missing some things. I've had a very busy week. You
Mhm.
all, we're about to make a
Mhm.
special announcement. I signed some documents for my clients, you all. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about real estate. We can get into that too about Fyour feelings
Oh,
about how
yeah. Real estate.
people don't even understand sometimes what it takes to buy a property and they don't want to listen to you when you try to explain it. Okay.
Right.
You all, with F Your Feelings Friday, we touch on a number of topics, but the topics we touch on are things that we need to touch on because people act like they just don't get it sometimes. So, what I wanted to talk about is why do people feel that they are entitled to your services and they don't want to pay? Okay. They want to get you to do something for them and they don't think that they should pay for it. That's what I don't understand. it's like, why are we devaluing ourselves for the sake of trying to gain business? I'm not doing that anymore. If you don't
Mhm.
understand the reason for my prices, why I charge what I charge for the services that I provide, then F your feelings. And other people should feel that way too. I've just had this conversation with another business owner, okay, who
Mhm.
also does print work. And I told her, I was like, you have people coming in here and they're not paying like their invoices and stuff. So sometimes when you do a customized service for people, you don't always have a set price to give because it is a customized service. You might have to do a little more than what you do on a normal regular job. And I don't think the customer understands or gets that. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing. When people go and buy an iPhone, they don't stand in Apple and try to negotiate at the counter in the service desk about the price of the iPhone. When they go to Nike, they don't stand at the register and try to negotiate with the sales associate about the price of the Nikes. No, they just line up and buy. When they go and buy Jordans, they willfully give away hundreds of dollars. But when it comes to a service and you're servicing your people out of the kindness of your heart and trying to make it in such a way that it's affordable, they still want to complain. F your feelings, okay? I'm over it. I'm done with it. And sometimes you got to know when to give up business because not all business is good business. If you're working more than you should for the money that you have set for yourself and it's still not good enough, of your feelings, okay, we don't need your business because there are going to be people that feel like they want to pay what you are worth. Okay, I want people to know that out there. Do not shortchange yourself. Shout out to Jazzy Ray. I really
Mhm.
liked her last week on the show when she was talking about not selling yourself short. You all
Mhm.
want to give a special shout out to BGAB, y'all. My wine glasses, y'all. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see
Oh,
them.
nice.
Yes, these come in an
Uh-huh.
assortment of colors. We got the green. This is blue with glitter ink, y'all. Let's give a toast. I should have put a little bit of wine up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Make it.
yeah.
Yes. I gotta send you some wine glasses. But
Yeah.
yes, we gotta do Melanated Chicks Day too.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
I
one
just
of the.
want to
Uh-huh.
I just want to piggyback on that for a second about selling yourself short
Yes.
because as you know, I've said many times, I was in the hair industry as a licensed cosmetologist, and I've been licensed since '89. So that has been a journey for me. And sometimes um, you have to price accordingly to what you provide. And a lot of times people, they just don't want to pay. They just want something for nothing. And you stand on your feet for hours. You use your water, your shampoo, your electricity to dry their hair, and your fingers and your hands to style and comb the hair. So when you're talking about you providing services for someone, um and they feel like that you're not worth the services that you are providing, cut them off. I mean,
Okay.
that's just one of those tips that I advise anyone who's going into business. Fuck their feelings. Because they can't get something for nothing. You know, and this is the problem that we have with our own race of people. You know, I don't know too much about the the Caucasian community or the Hispanic community or any other community, but I do know that it is a problem with the Black American race, that we have a problem supporting and paying for what we're worth. We've always had that problem. And I've been dealing with that for the last 35, 40 years, and it just never stops. So I advise that person, okay, If they can't pay you what you're worth, tell them go find somewhere where they think that they can pay that amount, that
Mhm.
lesser amount. You know,
And you know what? When they pay that lesser amount, they're going to get lesser service.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
And you also pay for what you're worth. Like I know that my worth and my work was okay. I'm gonna go back when I first became a stylist.
Hmm.
Um, well, a licensed stylist. That was in '89. I was barely 19 years old.
Oh, you
Okay.
were a little baby.
Yeah, so I was barely 19. Okay, and at that time, you know, I already had the knowledge and um the talent, because I am a fourth generation of cosmetologists from both sides of my family. So I started out with my first set of Marcel's when I was about 12. So I already knew how to use them, what makes them hot, how hot they get, just everything, just in different products. I already kind of was familiar with everything that was going on ever since I was about 12. So when I went into beauty school and I graduated at 19, I had a moderate clientele, and I was charging for my services due to the expertise that I already knew. So as time went on and prices do arise and inflate as years go by, you have to, because product prices change, they go up. You know, your electric bill go up, your water bills go up, you know, your gas bill go up. Everything increases as the years go by. So being in that type of business, you have to raise your prices in order to make a profit, plus the wear and tear on your body, you know,
Hmm.
and on your limbs and on your hands. So my advice to that is, you know, keep pushing, keep putting your product out there, keep making, you know, whatever your craft is, keep continue to do it, and someone will buy your product. It might not be that person, but someone will buy your product.
I love it. I think that's some of the best advice that you can give to people out
Yeah.
there, especially people if you feel like you're getting discouraged because
Mm-hmm.
people look at you and overlook you and they don't want to pay for something and they see you selling something or you're selling a service. Like
Mm-hmm.
Miss Chicks just told you, as a licensed stylist, you got to understand it takes a lot to uphold a license because you pay a
Yes.
lot of fees. You have to go through a lot of classes. You have to be educated in what you're doing. So there are a lot of people out here that perpetrate a fraud. They think they can do hair, and
Yeah.
as women, we've all been through it. We've been through people thinking they can do our hair, and they really can't do hair. You know, they take your hair out. Your hair is not
Yeah.
as healthy, and just
Mm-hmm.
styling it does not mean that you know about the health and quality of hair. Well,
Right.
I don't let people do my hair, but I would let Miss Melanated Chicks do my hair. And I also think I really
Yeah.
would. You gotta give me my whole ensemble. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
But
Now,
yeah,
now, yeah, but you know, but and I gotta give it to them. There are some what they call them kitchen beauticians out
mhm,
there that they make the hair look excellent. But is it healthy? Is it proper? You
mhm.
know, um, but you know, it's good that we have these inspiring uh beauticians that are still at home in the kitchen, you know. But the main thing is whether you're in the kitchen or not in the kitchen, you need to get licensed. You need to know the theory. You need to know the background. You need to get the root of every chemical that you're using. You need to know what's what makes each chemical activate, what stops the activation. You need to know all those things, you know. And products are steady arising, every year. So I just advise, um, men and women, I see them all the time, uh, they have these curlers and they have these wigs and they have these um different models that they said that they are celebrity stylists and all this kind of stuff. And anybody can blow dry some hair and make a jerry curl, and make a curl, so I just say, if you're serious about making some real money, then yes, I advise anybody who is trying to uh get into that profession, get licensed.
That license you all.
Get
Um,
licensed.
I agree with that. And that kind of goes over into, well, I wanted to mention too, because I had got the chance to witness what she did with someone that she's close to, her hair.
Hmm.
And her hair got she had her hair cut. You know who I'm talking about. And then her hair got
Hmm.
very, very full and thick. Y'all, her hair was so beautiful. Like I
Yeah.
witnessed this over the course of
Yeah.
I think 6 months. It was like
Ye-
from the summer to the winter.
yes.
Yes. So that's how I know she knows what she's talking about, you all.
Hmm.
Hair care is very important for hair growth. Like if you don't take care of your hair might not grow. And
Yeah.
some of it is genetics. I think so. And I
Hmm.
think that a lot of times people get things misconstrued when they
Hmm.
see things on TV or they see things like on social media. You
Yeah.
know, it's a lot of it's a lot of tricks, behind cameras and stuff like that. So just be
Yeah.
very abreast and aware of that. And as far as being licensed, that ties over into real estate side of things, you all. So I am a
Yes.
licensed realtor. But what I want to say is that people think that when you get licensed for a specialty and you tell them something, you're just telling them just to tell them. No, you're telling them for a reason because
Hmm.
if you have been taking classes and you have been educating yourself and you spent money and you're putting your time, energy, and effort into something for the betterment of your life, why would you give someone bad advice about what you're speaking about? You're
Hmm.
trying to give advice because you want to help advise the person in your
Right.
profession. And that goes even into real estate. Like clients sometimes do not understand the magnitude of what the market is like out here. It is not just, realtors are not just making up the fact that you have to have a certain amount, a certain budget to even go house shopping, you all. You
Yes.
can't just think that you're going to find this magical house for this magical price because you heard that somebody else got a deal 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and it worked out for them.
Yes.
Because today's time is not that market. And that's what
Right.
fail to understand, and they think that just because it worked for somebody else and that's what they heard, that it's going to work for them. It doesn't work that way, you all. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that because you know people have said, "Oh, I will just wait before I get a house. The market is going to crash." You can wait, okay, but guess what's going to happen?
Hmm.
The cost of housing is going up, okay, over and over every single year. The cost of housing is going up, you all. And it's not just that we're making it up, this is just what the market is.
Right.
So people don't like to hear the truth. They want someone to tell them sometimes a beautiful lie. But why lie to someone and tell them that this is possible if it's not? And I also want to say people also need to consider many different factors when you go into purchasing a property. Like I would say, look, if you're going to buy an older house, look at what it's going to cost you in the long run to have repair work done to the house. Just because
Yes.
you get a low price does not always mean it's going to be more advantageous in the long run. It's kind of like buying a used car. You don't know what that car has been through. You don't know what the other owner has done to it before it comes into your possession. So I know you get a home inspection. People should always get a home inspection, even if you get a brand new house. Get a
Hmm.
home inspection. It's only a couple of
Yes.
$100s, and you're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on a house. You all get that inspection done because there are things that could be going on that you do not know until you get that inspection. So I think that people think that, oh, if I have to kick out this money, that's more money. You got to stop looking at it like that. Money is, it comes and goes. It's fluid. And if you look at money as like a transaction, okay, you need money to do things, but just because you spend this money doesn't mean you'll never get it back. You have to get
Hmm.
out of that mindset and come into the abundance mindset. So
Hmm.
I just want to tell that to people, like, listen to people that really have your best interest at heart, especially if we've been to, school for certain things. We're telling you certain things, not just because we're replicating and copying off other people's, because we really see what's going on out here. Like she told you about hair care. Everybody doesn't know about hair care. Some people can do hair. That doesn't mean they know about the health of the hair. And so that's why I'm
Yes.
very weary. I'm very skeptical about who I even let touch my hair, because people have energy, y'all, even in their hands. And if
Yes.
they're touching your crown, okay, you don't want these strangers all over on top of your head, your hair will come out. And my mama told me that. She
And
said,
you know
don't let,
what?
don't let people
That
play with your
that
hair.
I mean, I find myself saying that sometimes you got to believe the unbelievable, because I do believe that. I do believe that if a person have negative energy and they're working on your hair, all
Hmm.
that energy is going into your scalp. I mean,
Yes.
it's just, and then you
It,
wonder why, oh, why is my head itching so much? Why is it itching? Not saying that negative energy makes your head itch. Okay, so let let me rephrase that. I'm just saying that I believe that sometimes when your pores are open, you have this negative person, all that evil and negative spirit is going off into your scalp, period. I mean, I just believe that, you
I do
know.
too, because I can tell you what's good, Miss Lady Love, Miss Sabrina in the house. Thank you for coming by, saying hi. Sabrina, you all makes the most beautiful platters and dishes for her children. She is
Oh
a
wow.
vegan, and you should just see the trays that she makes of all the nice. Oh, it'll be looking so good. I'll be wanting some of it.
Really?
Oh yes. Oh, she has. Oh, let me think. What are the things I've seen on her little entrees? She has had cucumbers, avocados. Um, she's had sliced apples, strawberries,
Oh wow,
blueberries,
yeah.
raspberries.
You making me hungry.
Oh my goodness, it be looking so good, y'all. Sabrina, you better get into it, girl, and start selling your stuff. She says she's enjoying all the knowledge. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the whole scalp thing, you all. I think I told this story before. I actually, in middle school, girls used to play with my hair because they thought I was a Barbie doll. So in gym class, they used to all like fight over trying to brush and comb my hair. And my mother used to be like, don't let people play in your hair. Okay. Don't let them put their hands in your hair. I used to get home and I used to be like, Mom, my scalp, I used to just be itching and scratching. She said, why is your scalp itching? Like it's not dirty. Like it just washed your hair. You shouldn't have your
Right.
scalp to be itching. But probably because all these different hands were going into my
Yeah.
hair, going into my
Hmm.
scalp. So you should not let people play with your hair. And your hair carries DNA. People don't even understand the magnitude
Yes.
of what people can do with your hair. Okay?
Yes.
People can do a lot
Yes.
with your DNA. Yes, they
That's the
can.
reason why they said never share brushes. This, and I always say this: never share brushes, never share combs, never
Hmm.
share caps, never
Yes.
share hats, never
Yes.
share shower caps. That all those is a big no-no. And then people who are looking like for, these hair growth products, you're gonna end up like with a bathroom cabinet full of just over 50 or 60 products if you're looking for this miracle worker to grow your hair. Everything
Mhm.
is DNA, period, point blank. If your hair normally grows, it's going to grow. you
Yeah.
know if your hair normally doesn't grow, it's not going to normally grow. That's just it. If your hair is damaged from bleaching, or just from maybe swimming during the summer, and you have like a lot of split ends, uh, if you cut your hair off, you cut it off, you start over. That's just it. Um and there are some shampoos that will make the hair shaft softer, make it fuller, make the hair swell so your hair can look fluffy and big, but it's only temporary. It's not permanent. So just one of those pointers to put out there. So yeah, you're just gonna be sadly ending up with just a cabinet full of products. That's it.
I
Yeah.
remember, trying different things on my hair back in the day. And my mother used to teach us that too. Do not share combs, hats, hairbrushes, any hair care products. Don't share
Yeah.
that. Shower caps, I probably did share with my sister. We were as
Hmm.
children.
But
But
I'm talking about like a total stranger, or is
yeah,
like
yeah,
like
she
a,
would come with
maybe like a
yeah.
cousin, or but
Right.
like your friend down the street, your home girl in the hotel room. No, never
Yeah.
share comb, brush, hats, shower hats, uh, ball caps, any of that. And sometimes towels. Like towels are very important.
Mm,
When you are shampooing your hair, yeah, it's very important not to use a lot of bleach on your
okay.
towels when you are uh, drying your hair with towels. You
Ooh.
know, all that bleach is steady. That bleach bleeding when your hair is wet, it's bleeding onto your hair shaft.
That's
So,
interesting.
yeah, so it's good not to use a lot of bleach, you know.
And my mother was notorious for cleaning with a bunch of bleach, y'all. Clorox is where it's at, okay? But I know she used to put a lot of bleach like in the white clothes because my
Uh-huh.
dad had these white work clothes and stuff. And she used to bleach his clothes, but
Hmm.
I think that makes a whole lot of sense. Now I don't use a whole lot of bleach. My skin is sensitive, and I can't use certain things
Hmm.
that makes my skin itch. Okay,
That's the reason why you hear a lot of women, they air dry their hair and then
that's
they
what I'm doing
blow
right
dry it.
now. Yeah, my hair's still wet, y'all, under here, so I'm air drying it. So that's what you see going on because even a lot of heat. I heard that a lot of heat is not good for your hair too.
No, no, it's not. But
So
we do it.
feelings Friday. What were you about to say?
I said, but we do it.
Yeah, we do it. But if your feelings, y'all, if y'all can't take this natural look that I got today, okay? Because I got hair with flair, y'all. I got hair with flair, and y'all don't want me to open this stuff up, okay? Because okay,
Open, open,
open.
open, open, open,
She
open,
said
open,
open it.
open, open. What was that commercial? Open, 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 open.
I don't know. Maybe if we get these likes up, maybe I can open it, y'all.
Yeah,
I'll open it at the end. At the end of the show, I open it. Don't let me forget. So
yeah.
Sabrina said, I never thought about that. Yes, Sabrina, it is a lot to take
She
in.
never thought about what?
What did you not think about? You said you never thought about that. Yes, air dry is ideal. What did you not think about? That's what Miss Melanated Chicks wants to know. But yeah, so even moving right along, we have the hair care extraordinaire, herself here in the building. I'm glad to have her expertise. Y'all, especially so talking about hair, okay, F your feelings. Y'all know that certain things you put into your body affect your hair, right? So if you don't get enough of certain nutrients, it can affect your hair. So with that being said, if you're on certain medication and drugs, it will break your hair off. So that's why I'm curious to know why is Joe Budden, I mean not Joe Budden, Joe Biden. I
Joe
said Joe
Biden.
Budden. Joe Biden is in the news for giving out crack pipes to the melanated community. What is up with
Not
that?
the crack pipes.
You didn't hear
No,
about this? I've been getting text
no,
message
not the
alerts
crack
from,
pipes.
yes, people saying that he is basically uh, giving out crack pipes to the melanated community. And y'all, I am not making this up. As a matter of fact, I could share my screen because there's articles out about it out there, but I found it so offensive that I didn't even take time to look into it because I didn't think it could be true. But if you're on crack, okay, if you're on these crack pipes, pay attention to your hair because it will take your hair out. I just had to say that. She laughing at me,
Wait
y'all.
a minute. I just can't even just I can't even phantom the part about him saying he's gonna give out crack pipes.
I'm about
Like,
to look. I'm about
wait
to
a
find
minute,
an article. Huh?
is Joe Biden the one in the wheelchair?
Joe Biden is the freaking quote unquote president.
Oh God, wait. Okay, yeah. No wonder, because I don't listen to. Look, I'm sorry for this live. Anybody who's watching this, I don't care about presidentials. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't like after Trump, I just kind of just floated on out of there. I just don't even really care because it don't even really matter to me anymore. And
Right?
yes, I'm saying it. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. But Greg Abbott, somebody said Greg Abbott was the one that's in the wheelchair. Yeah, I got it. So yeah,
Thank you,
Biden.
Sabrina.
He is our president, but I cannot see him giving out no damn crack pipes.
Oh,
Like,
we about to watch. I'm about to pull it up and see y'all. And it says
that's
she said
cool.
we both look
That,
beautiful, Sabrina.
she
The
said
bleach.
what?
Okay, so Sabrina said we both look beautiful, but she also said she never thought about the bleach that goes into the towels and washing them in your towels.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That collagen.
Because the hair is wet. So if you have a towel that's full of bleach, you know, that bleach and that moisture is gonna go back into your scalp.
Oh
So
wow.
that's the reason why, women have like a lot of breakage, like that constant breakage. Like, I'm doing everything that I can. I'm shampooing, I'm conditioning, I'm setting my hair like I should, I'm keeping heat off of it. And still it just breaks every time I comb it. Yeah, because it's probably those towels.
Oh my goodness. Hold up. Joe Biden. I got her. Y'all, I just cannot. Gives out. She said they call them safe kit crack pipes. This is going too far,
So
y'all.
it's serious?
Look, I'm about to find out because I'm about to pull this up now. Ooh, yeah. Let me share my screen for a second. This is crazy. All right, let me share the screen because sharing is caring. This don't make no sense. Okay, where are we at? Here we go. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
Okay, yes, we can see it.
Okay, this is an article, you all, and I'm going to read this. Explaining the claim that the Biden administration is funding crack pipes. Conservatives have honed in on a specific provision in an overdose prevention grant program to make a misleading claim about crack pipes. Okay, the grant program provides funding for safe smoking kits, but it makes no specific mention of glass pipes. Republican lawmakers and conservative news outlets have accused the Biden administration of planning to give out pipes for smoking crack cocaine. Their claims this week refer to a provision in an overdose prevention program announced in December. The program provides funding for safe smoking kits, but it makes no specific mention of glass pipes. In response to the outcry, Biden administration officials denied offering funding for such pipes. Here's a look at the facts. What exactly is being funded? The program, funded by 1.9 trillion coronavirus relief packages enacted last winter, will provide about 30 million in grants for harm reduction programs, which aim to reduce the personal and public health effects of drug use. There is no specific mention of crack pipes in the grant application materials. Under the guidelines, grant recipients are required to create harm reduction action plans, distribute overdose medication, help curb the spread of infectious disease, and purchase equipment and supplies to enhance harm reduction efforts. Safe smoking kits are listed as just one of the allowable purchases. The grants also provide funding for disease and drug testing kits, wound care supplies, condoms, syringes, and vaccines. In a fact sheet about the program, the Department of Health and Human Services said it did not expect grant recipients to purchase all of the listed supplies. The grant guidelines do not specify what the smoking kits should include. According to Harm Reduction International, a London-based non-governmental aid organization, such kits can contain rubber mouthpieces, brass screen, lip balm, disinfectant wipes, and glass stems. The crack pipes in question. The contents can vary based on the organization distributing the kit as well as state and local laws on the distribution of drug paraphernalia. How has the administration responded? Xavier Becerra, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, and Dr. Rayul Gupta, the Director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy, said in a joint statement on Wednesday that their agencies were focused on using our resources smartly to reduce harm and save lives. Back over to you, Kate. This has been live for NBC, yours truly.
Girl,
Let me stop. What does
no,
it sound like to
no.
you?
Some bullshit. Some
That
bullshit.
sounds like some F your feelings, okay? We don't care about your health, your safety,
Yes.
your life. F your feelings. Man,
Like,
they are so
really?
full of it. They are full of it.
These people, they just never stop.
It's
They never stop.
Is this all they got to do with their time and energy in life? Y'all, I can't. I don't even know what to say. Sabrina, do you want to chime in on this in the chat? Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on out here in the world. Like, that's why I don't watch the news because it's irritating.
I don't either. I stopped watching the news, what, about 2 years ago? Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Uh, yeah, I really stopped watching the news, a long time ago, because when I found out that the news, it was all fake, I just I just stopped watching it, you know. It's sad and depressing. So I just don't watch it at all.
It is sad and depressing, and then I feel like it's used to keep you in a state of perpetual fear. Like every time you turn the news on, someone got shot, grabbed, stabbed, murdered, killed, robbed, just everything, carjackings. And it's like you don't want to go outside because they want to keep you in the house. That's how I look at it. Like, if you don't go out looking for trouble, you won't really find it too much. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be crime everywhere you go, all across the globe. You can go to places in Europe. They have places, like over here where people are homeless. They just don't show you that on the news. They don't show you that on TV, but they have it. It's everywhere.
Right.
Homeless
Right.
people are everywhere, and they exist all over.
They are everywhere. Everywhere. And normally you will find homeless people in some of the more prestigious places in these cities. They can be like right downtown Manhattan, or right downtown Dallas, Texas, or right downtown Miami, or right downtown San Diego. Is they're everywhere. Everywhere. It doesn't matter where you live. It's homeless people everywhere. Everywhere.
And it's systematically set up that way. Some now, don't get me wrong, some choose to be homeless because they just said
Yes.
F it. They said F your feelings. We don't care. We're tired of bills. We're tired of utilities. We're trying to pay mortgage. We're just tired of it. They don't want to have a job.
I told you I ran into a couple of people that, I met even this past winter. I've ran into people that say, hey, I want to be homeless because I'm just tired of the fuckery. I'm tired of going on to the jobs 9 to 5, taking bullshit off of, these supervisors and these managers. They rather not be responsible for any bills, any utilities. They just say, fuck it. They're tired of, eating the same thing every night. I mean, I've met people like that to where they just say, fuck it. I don't want no responsibility. I'll just be homeless. I'll just be out here, with the sign, with the cup, with the bowl. Yes, ma'am. I've seen it. I've talked to people. And some of them are like and two of them was really like educated, like very like had degrees, and they wanted to be homeless. And it's just It's just like people just say fuck it, I
F
just
your
don't
feelings.
want to go through no more hard times. I just rather just be out here,
You just
just
over
just
it.
just trying to survive.
Because they get to let go of the natural, like not natural. They get to let go of the stresses of most people that they have, that most people have. Most people, they go through worrying about paying bills, living
Yeah.
check to check. How am I going to
Yes.
get groceries? How am I going to pay insurance? How
Mm-hmm.
am I going to pay all these bills? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going
Mm-hmm.
to a dead end job. I'm tired of
Yes.
investing all my time and energy, and I'm not getting any value out of it, and I'm tired of
Yes.
being mistreated. So like, what am I living for? And they just let it go. They just let it go, and maybe they
They
feel free
they just
that
let
way.
it go. I'm serious, and you're absolutely right. You're
Yeah,
absolutely right.
they're just done.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're just done.
What's good,
What she
A?
say?
Yeah, but Sabrina, so yeah, I saw it on Instagram too. And so when I see the news on Instagram, I do look into the articles as well. And good for you for doing your due diligence. Sabrina is very abreast, very aware, open-minded, and she is what's the word I'm looking for? Awakened, enlightened, you all.
Hmm.
Very much so.
That's
So
great. That's great.
yeah, and I've
Hmm.
noticed the younger generation are being more awakened, and I'm so proud of them. And they're becoming business owners and entrepreneurs. And they're not going into
Yes.
this way in life in which a lot of people were trained to just go out here, get a job, do the same thing over and over again. They're actually making it happen. So I salute
Hmm.
all of you out there that are doing that
Hmm.
wholeheartedly. Okay? Thank you
Yeah.
for coming through, you all, for F Your Feelings Night. Oh yeah. So Joe Budden and the crack pipe. I don't even know what to say. I just
We're
don't know what to
don't say nothing about that anymore.
say. Look, she told me I can't talk about it no more, y'all.
No.
So I want to talk about this. Okay, I want to get into this too. Okay. Why did look, y'all, and I'm not trying to say this and to be derogatory, but I get tired of males, all right? They come around and act like they want to support you, your brand, and what you're doing with ulterior motives. Okay, that gets annoying. That gets annoying. I just have to say it. Everybody does not want to talk to you. Okay, you do not have to take everybody don't have to take you to dinner to buy something from you. Okay, because your time isn't money. Okay, so if you really want to take me to dinner, then I think that you need to be dropping thousands. Let me
No.
F your
But look,
feelings.
I will say this. Like if a person want to take you to dinner and buy a product, fine with me. That's a good
Look,
thing. You
sometimes
know?
it's not even worth my time. Okay, I don't even want to be bothered with y'all. So I mean, a lot of them. Like I can give you a story. Okay, this was like a few years ago. So I was in the grocery store, and this guy approached me or whatever, and he saw my shirt. And I always promote myself, and I was telling him about my melanated queen shirts, and then he started giving me advice, and allegedly he had a clothing brand back in the day, and so then he was telling me about himself. So then he was like, oh, as a matter of fact, I support you. And because I believe in you, I'll take one, two, I'll get three of them. Okay, so fine. So just let me know your sizes and your colors, right? Then he starts talking about, oh, and we can talk about it over dinner and drinks. I said, I don't drink, okay? So, and I don't eat meat. So it's not that I'm trying to be, I'm not trying to be like dismissive, but I'm just not into drinking. Okay, I'm not into smoking. So stop asking, you smoke, you drink. If you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and you still asking women, you smoke, you drink, is that the first sentence coming out your mouth? F your feelings, we're tired of hearing it, okay?
Oh girl, I'm so tickled. No,
I'm just saying, like, no. What do I like to do? I like to shop and travel. That's one of the things I like to do. Where I want to travel somewhere nice, okay? And so that's just what it is, y'all. Said my girlfriend hates unsolicited advice. She would have went off on him before he got there. It happens all the time, Eight. So I don't know how she can get around it unless you're with her 24 hours a day. Okay? Because this is what they do.
Yeah, they do. Normally they do. Yeah.
I mean, and you do get people that will buy from you because of the fact that they like you or whatever, find you appealing. But sometimes it gets to the point where you get tired of that because everything does not have to lead to, I should take you to dinner. Oh, you should let me cook for you. And da 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 da. Like if you support what I do, support it. And if you don't, then you just don't. But everything doesn't have to be that. Yeah, my patience level is low. Okay,
Mhm.
let's move on. I also want to talk about why are children hypersexualized through the music. And some of the parents promote this nonsense, y'all. They got babies out here twerking, okay? All on the floor, all in the living room, all on the sofa, all on this,
Mhm.
all standing on the table, y'all. Why are you teaching your female little baby daughters to twerk? Why is this going on? F your feelings if you don't like what I'm saying, because what you got to understand is the melanated, okay, female and the melanated male are the most hypersexualized beings on the planet. They do
Yeah.
not make any music geared towards the Asians, the Middle Easterns, not geared towards the Hispanics, even the Caucasians. They don't do that. They only do it to melanated people because they want to keep us operating in our root chakra and our most lower vibrational frequency, which is to procreate and to survive, fight or flight. Why is it that we're always fighting one another or we're flighting? We move away from each other or we're fighting each other. And then that's all you hear about in the music. That's all you see on the music videos. That's all that's perpetuated in front of you. That's the narrative. They look at you like a hypersexualized animal. Okay? That has to
Mhm.
stop. That is another thing I wanted to talk about on F Your Feelings Friday. Okay? She just oh yeah. You can't give her unsolicited advice. Your girlfriend sounds like she's something else. 8 with the 24. She's a Gemini. It's so inappropriate. I agree, Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Why can't you just be a gentleman? If you have a more subtle approach, then I think that's more attractive and more appealing. Don't try to string someone along by saying, "Oh, I support what you do, and maybe we can talk about this over dinner and drinks." No, okay? H into the no.
It'd be different if he was talking about like a business deal, over dinner. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's have some
yeah.
business.
You want to talk about something over dinner? Let's talk about you buying a house. And if you're going to sit down with me to talk about buying a house, make sure you come with your pre-qualified letter,
Letter.
okay, of
Yes.
approval. Because if you don't even have your pre-qualification letter, it ain't even a point in sitting down for dinner. Because if you can't buy a house, you don't have any resources, you don't have no money, after your feelings, okay? And your feelings Friday. Oh, no, they're gonna be mad at me, y'all. Look.
What's the, you better put those hearts on.
You jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Look, I'm kind
Yes.
of acting a mess, y'all. Um, I'm just saying, because life, y'all, is short. Your life is valuable. Like, time is money. And like, we don't have time for the nonsense. Y'all, some of my hearts fell off. I gotta find out where they went. I don't know where they are. But time is money. Money is time. You don't have time to be wasting your time on people with no resources. I talk about being equally yoked. Okay, that means come with what I have or more. Men should
Yeah.
have what I have or more. I do believe in that. Like, if you have a car or two, they should have a car or two. If you have a driver's license, they should have one. It's just simple stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. The
I'm
simple
serious. This
stuff.
would be dudes out here don't be having driver's license. Yeah, I mean, hopefully y'all are beyond that point at this point in time. And 8 with the 24 is laughing, but you know it's true. I know you got some friends just like that, and some people are probably in your
I'm
family.
serious because it's beginning to be, you know, us as women, we take on a lot
A
of
lot.
responsibility, you
Mhm.
know, and
A lot.
especially uh an intelligent woman, a smart woman, a woman with value, a woman with, strength and motivation and ambition. We take on all those responsibilities, even when we're dating, like when we date and we see, a pretty nice guy. And just like Foxy said, have a driver's license at least. Some of them, they step into you, they don't even have a driver's license, they don't even have an ID. Everything is an excuse, and we take on those excuses and those responsibilities, and we end up being in a situation that we really don't want to be in. And it's common, it's so common, and
Yes.
sometimes age plays a factor in that. When you're like in your early 40s, that's when you really start winding down, trying to find that perfect person, perfect enough to be with you, to settle down with, in order to try to grow together. So yeah, we have got to stop doing that. And I say that to the younger females, the younger generations, the ones that are in their early 20s to their mid 30s, be more careful who you bring into your life, bring into your circle, because you don't want to devalue yourself to someone that is not of your value, that is not on the same level that you are on, period.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. 8 with the 24 said, your friends know better. I don't associate myself with certain people, but I have more women friends than men. That's interesting. You seem like the type that have a lot of women friends.
It's
But
okay to
that's,
have some women
yeah.
friends.
And that's
Yeah.
good that you don't associate yourself with certain people. A lot of times people think you're being stuck up, but that's not what that
Yeah.
is. It's just that y'all, they always say you are who you hang around.
You are who you hang around.
So like if you keep being around people and they really not doing a whole lot, then that stuff starts to rub off, and
That's how you're gonna end up.
you start hanging around them, and
Basically.
then you're not really like sticking to your goals as much. And you be like, oh, well, I wanted to do this, and then you find out you done lost 6 months of your life, half a year. You could have done a whole lot of stuff, published a book, started a business, got a house. Like it's just different things that you want to do. Get a license for, like whatever your profession is, get a certification. So sometimes being around people that are like-minded helps you drive forward with your goals. So I understand what you mean with the
And
24.
you just ask yourself, you can ask your own self the question, like, what can a person do for you who knows little or nothing about anything? Why are you hanging with them? Like, what can they inspire you to become? What can they tell you that is going to uh turn on a light bulb in your head? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It has to make sense.
Do you think that um oh, 8 with the 24 threw me off. Just I was reading your comment. Bad energy is
I
contagious.
can't see it.
Oh, do you think this is my question I was gonna ask you? Do you think that people when they hang around certain people, oh, what was gonna say? It rubs off on them. I can't remember my question. I'm sorry. It went away that fast. I got distracted.
That's okay.
I was reading the
That's okay.
comments.
That's okay.
Yeah, but a lot of what you say is true. It does rub. It does. I was gonna. Oh, this was my question. I was gonna ask you this. Do you think that people don't take life seriously as they should?
So when you say people don't take life seriously as they should, so what do you mean? That could go a lot of many different ways.
It can. Like, okay. So do you think? Okay. like in your 20s, you be like, oh, I got time, I got time, I got time
Yeah,
to do this and
yeah, I
that.
got
Oh,
time.
you don't understand the concept of time. You really don't. Because you just like, oh, I'm just out here in the world. Like I just
Hmm.
stepped out into the world for real, but you don't really have much time. You really don't, y'all. We are here like this. Like this
Hmm.
little bit of time that we think we have, it is not long at all.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that, especially as melanated people, I tend to find that a lot of times people don't take life as seriously until they start getting older. They don't
Hmm.
start preparing and doing things until they're older. Like a lot of melanated people, I know from talking to a lot of melanated females that are single melanated females, they don't have homes, they don't do home ownership until later in life because they're so fearful about having a mortgage. They're scared to even get their credit pulled. One lady, I remember this. Poor little thing. I met her in an open house over a year ago, y'all. And so I gave her some time and I was like, let me check back in with her. But she was still in the same situation. She was like, yeah, well, I don't want my payments to be over such and such. Okay, we have to get out of that way of thinking, out of that mindset, because what you pay in rent, sometimes it's not going to be the same thing that you're paying in mortgage. You got to understand, you're getting bigger, a larger space. You're getting a driveway. You are getting a yard. You're getting land. You are getting your own walls. You're not connected to someone else. You're getting real estate. That means you can file real estate taxes on that real estate. So it's not personal property at that point. So you think that you're supposed to be paying like hardly nothing for a house, but that's not the case. But you're not looking at your financial future and the financial freedom that home ownership can bring. Now, people might say, well, you never own your house, you always got to pay taxes. You never own anything, to be honest, because you always paying taxes on it. Even when you buy stuff out of the store, you pay taxes on it. Sales tax, cars, personal property taxes. But
Yeah.
my whole point is this: there are so many things you can do with the house that you cannot do with an apartment, y'all. Okay, I talk about this a lot. You can rent your house out, you can sell your house out. If you wanted to use it as an Airbnb, if you want to rent rooms out, there are certain loans that tell you that you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay in your house. Who's going to come and check? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to give you any legal advice, y'all, but I'm just saying there are things that you can do to help set yourself up financially for financial freedom. In 1 to 2 years, you have grown and accrued 30,000, 40,000, 50, up to 70,000. Some people $100,000 in equity in about 3 years. You're not going to find that working a 9 to 5 job in a 401k. It's just not going to happen in 3 years. So when you think about that, and you can sell your property and don't have to worry about the tax penalty because you've been in your house for 2 years or more, it makes logical sense to get a house note, to get a mortgage, and pay for it. Y'all are so scared and nervous about getting your credit pulled. All they're
It's
doing is telling you where you stand. This lady that I spoke with told me that she was going to go through with the application process. So I got her in touch with the lender. We sent her the application. I don't know what it came back and said. That lady called me on the phone and told me, tell the lender to tear my application up. Tell her to just tear it up. I was like, okay. I said, I don't even know what it said. She's like, I'll check back in later. Like she panicked. That's my whole point. She panicked for no reason. Off of just getting her credit pulled. You know, credit goes up, credit goes down. Money comes, money goes. Money flows. Y'all got to do money affirmations too. Money making Mondays. And so don't be so fearful and scared, y'all, is my point. People are scared about stuff and they don't educate themselves. This is why a lot of people are stuck with lack of resources. And we got to stop doing that to ourselves as melanated people. Stop not taking your life seriously. There are people in other cultures that are owning homes in their 20s, early 20s. There are people in their 20s getting roommates and getting 3 and 4 bedroom houses because they know in a couple of years they can sell it and split the money and start a business or get a house, down payment on a bigger house. So y'all got to think about these things. Like it makes no sense the way that we think sometimes. And we don't take life seriously because we're always in survival mode, taking it day by day, living paycheck to paycheck. living. Just this survival mode has to stop. Y'all are not supposed to be stuck in fight or flight mode all the time. Everybody that looks like you should not be your enemy and your competition. That's my whole point when I say, do we really take life seriously? Then in people's 40s and 50s, oh, now it's time to get serious about life. Your life is halfway over, but now you want to get serious about life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, why not plan for your financial future when you can, when you're still healthy and young? You got all these ideas, all this inspiration, and you have, the physical wherewithal to do everything you want to do. That's all I'm saying. But most people are like, oh, we just had a baby, we didn't plan it. Oh, I got a baby mama. Oh, I got a baby daddy. Y'all think it's cute. It's not cute after your feelings. People not gonna like it, but it's just the truth. And so I just think when I say we don't take life seriously, we don't, because people are listening to rap music, they're watching music videos, they're trying to live like what they see on Instagram. All that stuff is not true. It's not real. It's a facade. Stop trying to
Yes.
live like people that you don't know. Y'all have couples goals off of people who are not even couples. These people were paired together. Okay, behind the scenes in Hollywood, they don't even love, they don't even like each other. They are business arrangements, y'all. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat.
I
Exactly.
can't see it.
Oh, you can't see the chat?
I can't see the chat. Mm-mm.
It's up on the screen. Sabrina said, yes, I also think people don't realize the consequences to their decisions or choices. Either they don't realize, they don't care. How about that? They know the consequences. They don't care.
And then
I agree.
a lot of it is that they don't have the resources, and for those who come from like broken homes,
Mhm. That's true.
uh um one parent upbringing.
Hmm.
It's a lot that plays into that sometimes.
Hmm.
And sometimes you have just that one person out of the household that is rooting or is trying to make it happen, for
Hmm.
everybody else in the
Amen.
household, and they are, young themselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of that plays different factors into whether or not if they're taking life serious. Some people, they take it so serious that it almost tears them down, to a certain extent. Like,
Yeah.
they keep hoping and wishing and praying that
Yeah.
a change come, and it never comes.
It never
You know what
comes.
I'm saying? It never comes. And so the ones that we do get lucky, because a lot of things that happen to us is about luck. It's not so much about blessings. Because, and those totally two different things. When you receive blessings, and then when you become lucky, and you
Oh, get
bring
into
and
it.
you get, some things that you say that you've been hoping and wishing for.
Mhm.
So that's another thing that we need to discuss, in another segment, the difference between those two. So to
I like
uh
that. I actually need to
to
write that one
real
down.
right to so so I don't think that by chance people are just out here, living day to day. I think it's just that is that sometimes the majority of us don't have any other choice, you know,
That's
because we
true
don't because we don't have the resources,
because of the circumstances that
the
people have been pushed
circumstances.
into. And
Uh-huh.
so that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
The cycle has to stop somewhere. Like, when does it
Yes.
stop? Because if it doesn't stop somewhere, it's going to keep repeating itself.
That's the
You
reason
know,
why you have
correct.
to hook up with someone that is doing better than you. You have to uh find a route, or an avenue to where you are introduced to other people who are doing bigger and better things, who can tap you on your shoulder, who can guide you into, the increase of, you having certain certain things that you want in your life. So that goes back to what we was talking about. Don't hook up with somebody who don't have nothing, get with somebody. And when I say hook up, I don't mean like actually be in a relationship. I mean like connect to or be with someone who can help you and guide you and possibly, school you into certain things that you may need in order to become prosperous, in your life.
So I would say this too, like this is another thing I want to talk about too on like my other channel, on my real estate channel, is everybody needs mentors in life. So even
Yes.
as an adult, I used to say this a lot, like years
Even as an
ago.
adult.
Yeah.
And look, and I'm 50 plus, and I still need mentoring in so many things. And I'm still in every day, um I call people who I connect with, who can help me. I mean, I have a therapist, I have a counselor. I mean, it's just the list goes on. So it's never, it's never ending, and it's not going to end until you die, So I just figure like, hey, every day is worth it, and you just have to, take into consideration that you're actually worth it, you
Hmm.
know, you know.
Yeah, I just believe that wholeheartedly. Like, I wanted a mentor so bad. And you know what happened? The universe started opening things up where I started being able to surround myself with like minded people, people that were doing
Mhm.
the same things I was into, entrepreneurship, business owners. I started attracting that into my life. And so
Yes.
that's how you know the universe is preparing you, because when you started attracting like-minded people and people that are doing the things you want to do in your life, that means the universe is preparing you to project you forward and to have you on the trajectory of where you want to go. So
Yes.
I do believe that you really have to take life seriously. I'm not saying be. I don't. I like to laugh and play and joke a lot, so I'm not overly serious, but I take life very seriously. Like I don't allow, and I talked about this before on my channel. I don't allow other people to play with my life. Okay, no male man companion, whatever you want to call it, male species is gonna have the chance to play with my life, like in any capacity, because they will. All right, and you just like women have to, and I have to say this to women especially, like you have to care about yourself more than you care about the man, because a male tendency is just to care about themselves and what they want. Okay, they're very selfish. And so you really have to love yourself that much to not allow them to play with your life. There are men out here that will get women pregnant on purpose, okay, so he can play with her life. Yes, they do this. They're children. They're male children, men children. That's what I call them, man childs.
A man
Okay,
child.
a man child. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even about trying to pretend like you're better or anything. It's
Mm-hmm.
just about, no, you set the precedence for your life. When you came into this world, that man was not with you when you came here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was not added.
And it's funny because like I've found and I've talked to so many young girls who um who who allow men to get them pregnant 2 and 3 times, and they don't care that he's married, they don't care if that he has a girlfriend. I mean, and you look up and this guy, he has like 10, 11 babies,
Future. You got
and
a
she
future
and
on your
and
hands.
I've talked to the women, and she's like, I'm baby mama number 4, and they do not care. I mean, it's just like it's natural. It has come so common to where she's like, yeah, I talked to baby mama number 2, and this and that, and oh, baby number 5 said this, and it's just like, really, like, is this normal? And it has just gotten so normalized to allow these men childs to impregnate them, and they think that it's okay. Like,
That
I just do not get it. I
that
don't.
to me, it just comes from a point of not valuing yourself. Because when you value yourself, you tell yourself, no, I'm not going to be a baby mama, number one, and you let the man know that. Okay? If that's not your aspiration to be a baby mama, then you don't have to be one. And you certainly don't have to be baby mama number two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight standing in line. Because where do your values lie? Where are your standards for yourself? That's low
Yeah.
self-esteem, okay? And so
Yeah.
this is why Brown Girls Are Beautiful talks about these things, and I make these videos and I have these conversations because there is, and I'm going to say this again, there is an epidemic out here in the melanated community, okay, and it's called the man child. I'll say that again. There's an epidemic plaguing the melanated community called the man child. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to be funny. This is the reality of what we're living in, and they get
It
tired of hearing
is.
it. They get tired of hearing it, and they have the Kevin Samuels, the Derek Jacksons, all these men talking about women and stuff like that. But really, they're playing upon melanated women's pain, okay? Because there's no secret what's going on. These men have been orchestrated to be how they are. Where did this start? We talked about this earlier in this session. The music, okay, hypersexualizes the children. When you listen to this music, subconsciously you acquiesce to what you see. Why you just start twerking and stuff? Because when you hear the song, that's what you want to do because that's what you see. That's what you hear when you hear the beat. That's when you start moving like that. And
Yeah.
when the children grow up and they're in the car riding around listening to this and they know
They do it too.
all of the lyrics.
And
Yeah.
they know all the lyrics.
What's up, Jazzy Ray? Shout out to you. Yeah, they sitting up there doing it too, and it's just like, okay, they have Instagram. They have a lot of children already have cell phones at the age of 5, iPads. Parents don't want to
Yes.
raise their children. They want to put them in front of a TV screen, a video game, an electronic device, an iPad, all this stuff. You are not monitoring your children if they're always on the internet. It's just not true. You're not doing it because there's a lot of children having children. And what I mean by that, with a childlike mindset, just because someone thinks, oh, I'm 19, I'm grown, I'm 18, you're not grown if you don't have the mindset of an adult. Because some people stop maturing at a certain age because of trauma. People don't want to talk about the real pain of childhood trauma. People
Yes.
actually mentally stop growing at a certain age. And just because you reach 18, 19, 20 does not mean that you're mentally, emotionally, psychologically ready for children. Okay? But
Yes.
they participate in these acts and they procreate a child that has a little
Mhm.
life and a spirit in it. And when you raise this child, you got to understand this is a little adult you're raising. Okay?
Yes.
So it's no reason for these women. They get mad and they take their anger out on the child who did not ask to be here. Okay,
Hmm.
they didn't ask to be here. Now you got all this aggression. Now you talking to the child like this. Oh, go clean your room up. Go sit in front of the TV. I don't want to hear that noise. Shut up. Stop talking. Y'all get on my damn nerves. All y'all do is make all this noise. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna send you with your daddy. Like, who wants to be talked to like that 24 hours a day? And then you want to know, oh, y'all kids are bad. You call them bad. So the child starts to act like what it hears. And you want to
Hmm.
know why your children have behavioral issues. They can't focus, they can't concentrate in school because all you do is yell back and forth with the baby daddy. So it's a chaotic environment. And you think
Hmm.
somebody's supposed to be normal in an abnormal environment. So you blame the child because you don't know how to parent. It's the child's fault. It's not your fault. And then nobody can step in and talk to, and I'm talking to mothers, melanated mothers, because I got to talk about it.
Hmm.
I have male friends, and they're melanated males that were raised by their mothers. And I know the damage that this causes when you talk to
Hmm.
males any type of way. They think that, oh, this is my child. Can't nobody tell me how to raise my child. I talk to them any type of way I want. I had them. No. Just because they came through your body does not mean they belong to you. They belong to the universe, okay? They just came through you, and you should take that as an honor that you could even bear children and bring forth life into this world. There are women who can't even have children that if they had your child would probably raise them and love them and treat you better than what you have ever done in your life. So you get mad at the child and you blame the child. The child has to be here. So we got to talk about why are you calling children out of their names a bastard, a this, a that, MF. I've heard mothers call their daughters the B word.
I mean, you're absolutely telling the truth. But I was going to ask you, what do you think about the difference between that behavior from the parent, from the mother, especially when she is chastising and abusing the child verbally? Do you think that that plays a physical or even a psychological um, barrier on the child? Do you believe like that's where the ADHD syndrome comes from? Or do you believe in the ADHD syndrome versus the autism and
Okay.
retardation
Okay.
syndrome?
Okay. That's a very loaded question, but I'm going to try to hit all your points.
Yes.
So, yeah, I used to
Because
think,
I'm going to tell you. Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
I used to think that my nephews had ADHD.
Yes.
The reason
And
why
why
I
did you
say
think? Okay, so hold on.
that,
Why did you think that your nephews had ADHD?
well,
Like,
because
why did you think that?
my sister and I, okay, so we were totally different. When she had boys, this is how I used to automatically think about boys. Oh, they're loud, they're bad, they're chaotic, they're corruptive, they corrupt everything, like they're just bad. I used to always just boys, ugh, like really. But then, like once you get to be around boys, you understand they're not like girls, and it's like that for a reason. Genetically, scientifically, boys are very high in testosterone. They're very active. They're meant to
Mhm.
do things like they want to climb trees, they want to go outside, they want to explore, they want to fight. So they thought that, oh, we can fight auntie. And my sister had to tell them, be careful with your auntie because they're strong. I mean, literally, they probably stronger than me right now. So boys are just like that. And so no, they didn't have ADHD. She took him to the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, he's a boy. He's just like that. So then when you see that, oh, the other one's like that, and all of them are like that, so it's normal. But then you have a diagnosis when they get around, other people telling them that they're ADHD. They're not. I don't believe a lot of that is ADHD. This is something that they made up. Now, as far as you said, there was autism. Autism, you all, comes from the injections. Okay, there are stories, and you can actually follow up certain people who have given their children these injections for it to go to school, and after they get the injection, they become autistic. And there is a very close correlation between injections and autism. That's where that comes from. Retardation. I believe that when a mother is pregnant, if she does not take care of herself, and if she's not taken care of in an emotional state and a psychological state and a physical state, her child can come out with issues. That is my take on that. What's your opinion?
What on the ADHD?
Yes.
I think that when it first came about, because ADHD has not been in the light very long. I
Yeah.
want to say about 15 years. I would just want to say it's been popular about the last 15 years, you know.
April 24, I know you've been acting up. You've been acting up since you got here. Talking about
What he
talking
say?
about he had ADHD growing up and he was bad. I believe it.
Oh no. So did you take medication? Ask him did he take medication for it?
Did you take medication? She said, oh, he said they put mercury in the injections that they give kids.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't really talk too much about it, y'all.
Yeah,
But
don't
y'all know.
don't talk about that on here because they'll flag it.
She said she has two children, injection injured, and have developed autism. I'm sorry to hear that, Sabrina.
Yeah.
And kids don't play outside like they used to. Kids stay inside on the game and TV. This is true.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
highlight of my life back in the day, y'all, was to go outside and ride my bicycle. We used to love it.
Hmm.
That was like the highlight
Yes.
of our day.
Man, we used to do so much. Like it's nothing like it is. Well, nothing is like it was, 30 years ago. So
It's
nothing is like it was. You wouldn't even be able to survive uh now back like it was 30 years ago. Cause I mean it was
yeah.
so much fun. Like we had so much fun as children, you
Hmm.
know. I can still remember the fun that I had as a child. So
And the difference now is like if you take my nephew told my mother this. He was like, "Yeah, mom and daddy took my they took his game away, and they said now they're taking it too far. Like if you take a phone, a game, a
yes,
tablet, like that's
I
the ultimate
told you.
punishment. But for us, like you take the bicycle away, that's like the ultimate right there. Like you got
Yeah,
the bicycle privileges away.
it's
It's
just
totally different.
yeah, it's just now the kids like you can't get a hold of them because like my 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 granddaughter, you know, I mean, her mom took her phone away and it was like she was like planning to like have a mass murder
Oh God.
going on. Like it was like torture.
Oh,
And she was like, Granny, um, I don't know what she's thinking, but I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna do anything. She's like totally. She's not gonna do it. That's just
oh.
it. And these kids now they see. I mean, because they see that behavior on TV. They
Mhm.
see it on TV. They didn't learn that. They didn't get that from just I guess habitation. They learned that from watching stuff on YouTube or like watching stuff on Instagram or like on these paid uh uh channels that they watch.
And now it's to the
Even
point
some of
where
this stuff on Nickelodeon is like X-rated. Like
now
I'm sitting up watching, and the conversations that those preteens from like 12 years old to 15 years old, they can have some conversations on there. And I'm like, okay, is kids really watching this? Yes, they are really watching it, and that's what they learn from. And they mock those different shows and those different attitudes and those different, language lingos and stuff, and they try it on their parents.
but you know what's so funny? Now it's like the child tells on the parent to the grandparent. So like
Yes.
the parents can get in trouble. They feel like the parents gonna get in trouble with the grandparent. Like I'ma tell on my mama. I'ma tell my grandmama on my mama.
Mama,
Like,
uh-huh.
yeah, this is what they doing. Like,
Yes.
and then this is the part I don't get because sometimes the grandparents act like, now I know how we were growing up, like we couldn't get away with that stuff. Now they act like they just don't have any control. Oh, well, he won't clean his room up. What? What you mean he won't clean his room? I bet you he'll clean his room when I tell him to do it. You act like you can't even make him clean his room. I don't get it.
Girl,
I don't get it.
I'm telling you, child, when I was 15, 14, 15, 16, say I wasn't gonna clean my room, boy, you got hit in the mouth. I mean, it's just like, and I was scared to get whoopings. I didn't like, no strap, no belt. My skin was just too delicate. I just didn't want to get no
She's so
whooping, honey.
fragile. She's so fragile and ladylike,
Yes,
y'all.
I was just fragile and I just didn't want to get no whooping, honey. And soon as mama threatened, Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Your mama
So,
seemed like she was a piece of work.
huh?
I said your mama sounded like she was a piece of work.
Yes, honey. Yes. And when she say no telephone, it was no telephone.
Mm.
That was it. That was it. We had to play amongst ourselves, like cut out
Mhm.
Barbie dolls from magazines and
Mm.
newspaper and get make up stuff,
Make up stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
My mama said they used to play hopscotch and
Yeah, we just make up
uh,
stuff in our room.
and
Yeah.
jack rocks and yeah, these are the things she was, and so she taught us that, y'all. You know, double dutch, jump rope, all these things. Red light, green light, Mother May I, Simon Says, all that stuff that does not require toys. This is what they
Yeah.
were doing. So it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Sabrina
Mm-hmm.
said we would play all outside all day until the sun went down. Yep.
Yes, all day.
Yep. 8 with the 24th said I was grown. I was what grown ups used to call managed. I got in trouble for stay out after the street lights were on. Okay, so you were
Oh,
just
he
hard
was
headed.
managed.
Yeah, he was hard headed. He
He was
still is.
managed.
hmm Sabrina said my cousin was hyper and my aunt couldn't handle him and had put him in a medication and told him he had ADHD. He hated his medication. Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Oh yes, don't take my bike or roller skates away. You can roller skate. Roller skating is fun.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see what else y'all saying. My kids have no iPads, no phones, no games. Sabrina, you be on it. How in the world do you do it?
Yes. That's
She said,
amazing. I
it
commend her for
is.
that.
It
I
is.
really
I
do.
do.
Like keep doing that. Keep doing it
hmm
because they don't need it. Keep
They
doing
don't.
it.
They don't. Even
I wish
Steve.
I wish I wish my grandkids had never been exposed to cell phones and iPads and stuff like that because now one of them, Micah, he's only like 5 years old and he know how to run a iPad like a professional.
Yes, they
Like he
do.
knows how to get to the different channels that he need to watch. Yes,
hmm
it's just unbelievable.
So this tells you how smart they are because if they have the capacity, the mental acuity, right, to operate technology, a lot of times the grandparents and the parents would get their children and be like, here, I don't know how to use my phone, you do it. This is what's
Yes.
going on, like real life. Like this is what's happening. And my 3-year-old nephew, y'all, he knows how to get the phone, play the games, turn like
They
everything
all do.
with the devices. This is they know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. So she said, I believe that they have these kids acting like that in these shows on TV to program the kids and sexualize everything. Yep, they
Yep.
sure do.
They do.
You spent the night at your friend's house. I thought I could go home and talk back. I was 7. Hey, what were you doing at 7? What? You, oh
Oh
my
my
God, you
goodness.
were something else. Uh-uh. Sabrina said, we would dare say no or not do what we're told. I know that's right. I remember one time I tried to back talk to my mama. That did not go well. My mama said that I had a lot of spunk in me, y'all.
Yeah, I was a spunky one too.
What happened?
But that but
She's still.
look, that broom hurt more than anything.
Kids, look, I remember one time, this was so long ago, y'all. I probably might have been like 3 years old. My daddy's mother came to the watch me, right? And my mom and daddy left. So it was just me and my grandmother. I remember this too. I can't remember what it was, but it's like over 24, 5, 26 of us grandchildren, right? So it's a lot of us. And I'm the first born um, granddaughter on that side. So I'm the first female. Anyway, I don't know what she told me to do. I don't know what it was all about. But anyway, something happened and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. She told me to go outside and pick a switch. A switch. Do y'all remember what that's like to be hit with a switch?
Mm-hmm.
So, my mom and daddy said when they came back to the house, I had an attitude, y'all. I made my way outside, and I was outside swinging on my swing set until they got home.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
8 with the 24, you said you were hanging with white friends. See, y'all probably could do that. We couldn't do that. Mud pies? I didn't play in the mud. Sabrina said all those things are good for their imagination. Imaginary play is very important. It is. Because I really think that electronics stunts the mental growth. It does.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yes, it does. No mud pies. She said, I still roller skate. And he said, my daughter's run me. I wish I could, but my son doesn't ask for much. Very limited screen time. We watch kid appropriate movies together on the weekends, only Monday through Friday. No screen time, and homeschooling is all on paper. Let me see. They play on your heart. You weak for the girls. Yeah, my mama slapped the blank off me. I used to be dark skinned, now I'm light skinned. The room, the chocolates or the belt. I hated picking switches. If it wasn't big enough, when I wouldn't finish my dinner, I had to pick a switch. Oh, she whipped me. I'm not your friend, mama. Aw. Yeah, I didn't really get hit too much. I mean, I remember one time, I don't even know if I should tell this story, but I'm going to tell it. So, y'all, I was spoiled. Okay. My daddy said I was very spoiled. He would give me whatever I wanted. I was the only child back then. I didn't have a sister. So I had these toys in the living room, y'all. And my mama told me to clean the toys and take them to my room. I didn't want to be told what to do. I'm still like that. I don't like for people to boss me around and try to tell me what to do. So she told me to pick my toys up and take them in the room. I didn't want to do it. So when I finally did it, this is what I did. I took the toys and I started going like this, and slamming them up against the wall in the room. And I was cussing. Y'all was like, shit. I took another toy, slammed it up against the wall. God damn it. My mom and daddy came to the door and saw me doing this, right? They walked in the room. I already knew I was about to get it. I already knew. I went off, y'all. I was something else. I had a lot of spunk in me. So, yep, that's my story. But you know, it is what it is. 8 said, some don't tell me what to do. 7, well, yeah. Yep, I was something else, y'all. I don't know where Miss Melanated Chyxx went. She has disappeared from the camera. She looked like she was yawning earlier. Let me see how long we've been on here for, an hour and 49 minutes. So yeah, this has been an episode of F Your Feelings Friday, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we were just taking a little trip down memory lane, y'all. But this has been an enjoyable conversation.
I cannot get back to my.
I hear you. We can hear you, Miss Melanie.
I know I can't get back to my screen.
Oh, you can't?
No.
You're on. Well, your camera's not on, but like you're on the screen, like we can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on. Let me see. Okay, hold on.
8 said, I'm a Taurus. I get mad if somebody tries to tell me what to do. Y'all are so stubborn. Taurus is like the sign of the bull, and y'all are stubborn. Some of y'all are compulsive liars. Okay, that's neither here nor there. But yes, a Taurus, you know what? I think I can get along with Taurus, but the Taurus that I knew just kind of turned me against Taurus. But I think it was just that Taurus. So I'm not gonna blame all the Taurus people. I'm just gonna think that Taurus had issues because that Taurus was a compulsive liar, a psychological manipulator. Just you know what I'm saying? Sabrina said, "Yup." My girlfriend is tired of me being stubborn. You better stop being so stubborn, because sometimes that stubbornness will not get you anywhere. You're gonna have to bend, just a little, y'all. I don't know why dudes like to be so stubborn. That's like so frustrating. And females, we like to get our way, okay? I like to get my way. So that's how you make me happy. Okay, just give me what I want and we'll be happy all the time. Spoil us, all that good stuff. Like right now while I'm sitting here, order me some DoorDash and send it to my door, because the weight of my heart is through my stomach, literally, just feed me very well, good food, just little stuff like that. Miss Melanated, Chyxx, what's going on? Are you still there, love? The love goddess? I don't even know where she went, y'all. Do we have to play our little music again? Do we have to get back into it? Let's see. We're going to feed the ducks. Can y'all hear the music? I love this music, y'all. It's so relaxing. She's stubborn too, but she adjusts. I'm getting better at it. I have to. I don't want to lose her. You better. Because a Gemini and a Taurus, I don't even know what that's like when y'all get into it. I mean, I bet you that's something. Rufus right there. You drinking your night tea? That's what's up, Sabrina. I need to come over there and have dinner and lunch with y'all. Y'all be having some good stuff over there. I know your children enjoy that. You got a Gemini moon? What does that mean? Oh, you're very confused. You got a Gemini moon. I think Soul has a Gemini moon, am I right? Or is that Jackie Ray? Y'all Gemini is something else. I can't even say anything because I have Gemini in my chart as well. Interestingly, my Venus is in Gemini, y'all. When I found that out, I was like, oh. Geminis or something else. According to the signs, you belong together? Okay. Have y'all done natal chart? Natal compatibility? Have you gotten your life path numbers read? All that is interesting. Oh, look at Suki. I like that. That's a cute picture. That's cute. Yes, look at her in the snow. Looking like a little red somebody over there. Venus and moon match. Okay. Y'all just got it on me. I like nice relaxing music, y'all. Just slow here. Look at her. You got her little red on. Over there being Rudolph. Y'all, it was 70 degrees here today. Okay, 70 degrees. It is the beginning of February. Y'all, it's supposed to be Black History Month. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? BGAB.
Girl, why was I watching something last night and it said that Malcolm X had a male lover?
What? You said Malcolm X?
Yes.
Oh, she's your soulmate. Be careful with those eggs. Be careful with the soulmate.
He said what?
He said that she's their soulmate.
Who is his soulmate?
A Gemini.
Oh, Gemini. And what is he?
It was hot today, Sabrina. It was hot today. Yeah, it was warm. We were outside most of the day, enjoying that sun, getting that vitamin D. That's what's up.
What is his sign?
He's a Taurus.
Oh, he's Taurus?
Yeah. What you got to say about that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about no Taurus.
I already told him. He said they're stubborn. They do have anger. Like when they get mad, they get very angry.
Yeah, they have anger issues.
Oh, you do. lot of them are gay or bisexual, have information on MLK too. I bet you do. 8 with the 24 got all the information, y'all. He be putting me onto some stuff behind the scenes. So, okay, y'all. Well, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. I was waiting for you to come back. Oh,
All right.
your dad is a Taurus, Sabrina. I hope that works out well for you.
My brother is a Taurus.
Taurus are protectors. They are protectors. They are. They're very protective. I will say that. You're a good Taurus. I hope you are for your own safety. I hope you're good. F your feelings, okay? But yes, this has been an episode of F Your Feelings with Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Yours truly, CEO and founder. Okay, Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Shout out to Miss Melanated Chyxx. She also has a YouTube channel if you'd like to follow her. She is also on Instagram, and I think she has some Melanated Chyxx merchandise coming soon. Okay, with gift baskets near you. He's the protector of siblings, Sabrina. That's what's up. See, I know my stuff. I'm loving but very sexual, according to her. And yes, protective. You must have some Scorpio in your chart, 8. They're very sensual. Okay. And Sabrina said, yes. Thank you, ladies. Thank you all for joining. Any closing words, Miss Melanated Chyxx, before we head on out?
Be all you can be, and don't join the army. Wait a minute. I said, be all you can be, but don't join the army.
Okay. F your feelings. All right, y'all. I'm gonna close on out, y'all. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, it's been an episode of F Your Feelings Friday. F Your Feelings Friday. F Your Feelings. F Your Feelings. F Your Feelings Friday. Y'all, let me stop. She's fumbling in the background getting snacks. I know she is.
Yes, girl, I started getting hungry.
Me too, y'all.
Ooh, I started
Next time, I'm gonna have to have my wine glasses. You're gonna have to
baby,
sip on.
Foxy is still going.
Yeah, it's still going. We about to close out, y'all. I'm just laughing, y'all. All right. We headed out, y'all.